come in, you see, and with a big landing ship, once you're on the beach, you need the tide to bring you in, and you need the tide to take you out. So we went on the beach at around about 8 or 9 o'clock, and then you have to stay on the beach all day. But while all this was going on, I was on my gun and we were actually stationed, so my mind was more or less occupied, and with the amount of people that, or ships and troops, we felt a sudden sense of security, and we thought, this is it. And as it happened, so it was. And then, well, I can't read the bomb. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. During one of the breaks after spending the day on the beach, I was wondering when it was all going to end. And around 5 o'clock when the tide come in, we refloated, and I pinched myself and thought, I'm still here. And it was a sigh of relief to think I was coming back to England. And the only thing I'm sorry about was leaving the lads behind that was so brave to form the initial foothold into Europe. Anyway.
An account from Naval Chaplain, the Reverend Walter Crooks, from the Soul Beach. I remember the beach so clearly. I wasn't scared. I just saw it as a challenge to do all the good I could, to get alongside the wounded and the dying. It meant a great deal to them just to have a hand to hold. Most of them had faith, but some of them were very worried about what would become of their families.
At the British War Cemetery, Bayeux, by Charles Corsley. I walked wherein their talking graves and shirts of earth 5,000 lay, when history, with 10 feasts of fire, had eaten the red air away. I am a Christ's boy, I cried. I bear in iron hands the bread, the fishes. I hang with honey and with rose this tidy wreck of all your wishes. On your geometry of sleep, the chestnut and the fir tree fly, and lavender and marguerite forge with their flowers an English sky. Turn now towards the belling town, your jigsaws of impossible bone, and rising read your rank of snow, accurate as death, upon the stone. Above your easy heads, my prayers I said with syllables of clay. What gift, I asked, shall I bring now, before I weep and walk away? Take, they replied, the oak and laurel. Take our fortune of tears and live like a spendthrift lover. All we ask is the one gift you cannot give.
Pass from those who have died for their country in war, those whom we knew and whose memory we treasure, and today especially those who gave their lives in June 1944 and subsequent months during the liberation of France.
They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. And the going down in the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
When you go home, tell them of us, for their tomorrow we give our today.